Much love to everybody. It's 10:07 where I'm at, top of the morning where I'm at. Good afternoon if it's the afternoon for you, and good evening if your ass is somewhere out in Shanghai or something. we gonna rap a taste, man. We gonna rap a taste. Common sense ain't that common, y'all. Common sense ain't that common. In the words of LeBron James in his most recent tweet, Kyrie Irving got tickets to the Barclays Center, sat front row at the game, watched the game, chilled in his Brooklyn swag and his hat, you feel me? But it essentially mocks what is going on in regards to him not being able to play home games. It shows the high level of redundancy. Excuse me, real quick. I'll share this to my uh, Facebook, YouTube group. You feel me? You know how we do it. Share it to my Facebook people. But the fact that, yeah, a second, real quick. The fact that the boy can sit front row and watch the game, yet not play the game, in which he's still under the pretenses of the virus and spreading things, he still hasn't taken a shot, but they can let him watch the game. They can let him play or pay full freight for them seats. So what's the issue with him not being able to play? Now, a lot of people, some people, most people, bound by law, bound by regulation. If they say to do this, then that's what you have to do. So you should just go get the jab. That's what most people are going to employ. The New York City mayor said he can play as long as he gets the jab, but he can watch front row, be right next, still perpetuate the virus, allegedly based on your claims of what the shot does for you, as long as he buys tickets. As long as he buys tickets. It begs the question. It begs the question, is it about capital? Is it about capital or is it about health? And he can play road games and he hasn't taken a shot. So how much of this is a health issue? Excuse me. I noticed when Kyrie just used to play basketball, when he just used to shut up and dribble, when he didn't profess his opinion, when he didn't show his Afrocentric nature, when he wasn't aware of who he was as a god in disguise as a black male, he didn't get flack like this. He wasn't deemed crazy. He wasn't unable to play home games. He was given all the fruits, all the fruits for his labor by the NBA. But soon as he takes a stance, reminiscent of the stances we've seen before from black men, uh, that have been chastised, that have been deemed as crazy, that have been dismissed for insane, even though when you pick apart and decode their language, it sounds pretty logical and sound. If you listen to Kyrie's interview as to why he won't take the jab, if you look, I mean, if you look at Kyrie, he takes the test for them niggas. Has to take the test in order to. He don't got it. No danger. No danger lurking, and he mocks the league. Well, I'm not saying he deliberately mocked the league, but in my opinion, from watching, to sit front row, not be able to play because of a regulation, though you can sit front row. It shows the level of redundancy to the mandate. New York City mayor is working for somebody who doesn't want Kyrie Irving to play. The New York City mayor is in cahoots with an agenda that won't allow Kyrie Irving to play because there is no logical reason. Logical. Not just a nigga's reasoning what they conjure up in their head and make up of their mind as to why. Because some of you niggas, oh, he can't play because it's the law. That's not logical. That's just the reason why he can't play. Logic is the material world providing evidence to support the reasoning a nigga has. And when you see a nigga on front row shaking hands with the players, breathing, existing right next to the players, the logic doesn't say that he can't do the same thing while on the court. This is being reprimanded, is what you are seeing. Being marginalized is what you're seeing. And you're also seeing black excellence. You're seeing Kyrie hold his own. You're seeing Kyrie be strong and fortified in his position and not bending. New York mayor is a pawn. You want to play? Get the shot. The whole world done lifted the vaccine mandates. The whole world. The whole world done lifted the mask regulations. Half of America never even didn't partake in the shit. You go out in Miami, they don't give a fuck. You go to Vegas, they don't give a fuck. New York, LA, highly democratic areas. I'm no politician. I have no representation with the red or the blue. It's worse than Bloods and Crips. But you notice the blue states, vehement on the mask, vehement on the mandates, vehement on raising the economy on niggas. So in them states, New York, LA, belly of the beast. Belly of the fucking beast. And it's redundancy, man. It's redundancy. I wish that more people stood behind Kyrie. Shout out to LeBron for even making a statement. It's power in your words and power in your voice. But Brooklyn Nets, if y'all want to win, y'all have to have Kyrie Irving to play in the playoffs. He doesn't play home games. Slim chances of you guys having success. Hopefully Ben Simmons comes back and can fill that void when Kyrie's away. But if he's unable to play home games in the playoffs, it's gonna make it extremely hard for them niggas to ring up. So I wish they took a stand. Kyrie, if Kevin Durant sits his ass down every home game, Seth Curry every home game, Drummond every home game, all the starters every home game, in support of Kyrie, what New York gonna do? See, we don't take strong enough definitive actions to put the ball back in these niggas' court. The oppressed always have the ball in their court for them to do something because the oppressors make they moves. Nigga, you not getting on the court. You not playing, no matter what. Do something. Like, Kyrie stood firm. Kyrie stood strong. But what about his supporting cast around him? What about the people who are in a position of power to put the ball back in the oppressor's court? You know what? Y'all gonna bench our boy? Fuck that. I'm sitting too. And it don't gotta be exclusive to Brooklyn. I know niggas in the league like, oh, it ain't my problem. You on the Knicks, it ain't your problem. Man, it's all y'all problem. He's a player, reflective of all the players in the league. So shit, all y'all should sit a whole game. Whole game canceled because he can't play. Then meanwhile, you got other people who haven't taken the jab with no problems because they on different teams. It's that simple. Shout out to Bradley Beal. He ain't took the jab. One of them players from the Magic, he ain't took the jab. They get to play though. Meanwhile, Kyrie, aka the crazy man, he's so crazy for what he does. Can't rock. Can't go out there and give niggas 50 like he just did the other day. It's redundancy. Common sense is no longer common, it's rare. People have common reasoning, meaning they conform to an objective form of reasoning in which was probably regurgitated by some form of doctrine, whether it's TV, whether it's what they read, whether it's what they saw on Instagram, social media. People have common reasoning. They think the same, but they don't have common logic. They don't apply deductions to the universe to look at a situation and assess and be like, you know what, this don't make sense. How can this nigga sit right in the front and we profess that it's about health? So why is he able to sit in the front if we professing it's about health? Because he paid a couple $1,000s? Nobody can explain that aside from, oh, well, that's the rule they have. That's all you got. You don't have sound logic in this universe. You just have uh, soldier syndrome. Soldier syndrome is we just ask what, we don't ask why. We'll ask what we have to do, but we won't ask why we have to do it. So under soldier syndrome, Kyrie, it's reasonable. Oh, well, shit, he didn't follow the law. He needs to take the shot. I do that voice because that's how these niggas sound. They all sound the same to me. Just take the damn shot. Mr. Wrong, take the shot. I took it. Okay, you're not him. He not you. Him not taking it doesn't statistically, logically inflict violence. I ain't took it. I haven't been sick in the last 4 years. Why would I take something if I'm healthy? Aside from the preventative measures to get sick that I already have, I've created a regimen of behavior to avoid sickness. So I trust my system. So why would I revert to somebody else's system or somebody else's way of healing when I've been fine through my system and through my channels? I'm sure Kyrie Irving, genius, brilliant man. That's why they call him crazy. Because you heard the phrase, it's a fine line between genius and insanity. Fine line. You know why? Because normalcy can't see either one. And normalcy is neither genius nor crazy. Normalcy is a conformed idea for how you're supposed to be. Normalcy ain't even real. We conform to an idea. So if you normal, you just conformed. The fine line between genius and insanity is individuality. When you have your individuality, you're either going to be deemed genius or crazy, i.e., Kanye West. Genius or crazy when you are one of one. A lot of niggas are one of 4 billion. You think like him, and he thinks like her, and she thinks like him. Revolving door of motherfucking drones. It's a shame, man. Quick video. I ain't gonna ramble too much. I just thought it was funny seeing my nigga Kyrie at the game at Barclays, yet he couldn't suit up. And Brooklyn Nets, y'all gotta be in on it too. It was alleged. I don't know how certain this is. Y'all can research, Google it, check it. But when I was following this situation, all they gotta do is pay 5 bands a game home. If you pay 5 bands a game as Brooklyn Nets, you can allow him to play. So again, another money situation. It's not about safety protocols. It's about dough, capital. It's about capital, and it's about making a statement to those who revolt and rebel against the way of structure, the doctrine. This nigga ain't doing. We're gonna use him as the poster boy for not following the rules. And as the poster boy, we're gonna make sure we make an example out of you so other people don't fall in line with your way of thinking. This is classic white supremacy strategy to nullify any revolutionary, any activist, anybody going against the grain or the agenda. Oh, he ran away? He's a slave who ran away? Bring his ass back. Come on, bring him back. Bring that ass here, boy. And we're gonna put him up on something, and we're gonna whip him in front of everybody. We're gonna make sure everybody knows the consequences for your actions when you go against the system and the grain. Metaphorically, that's what they doing to Kyrie. Fortunately for Kyrie, strong black man, fortified, just observing his position, making my assumptions. Strong black woman on his side, team of black people on his side, melanated, not even black. Black is a constructed idea that white people created. Melanated excellence. Feel me? We gotta denounce shit like black. We gotta denounce shit like African American. These is the concepts they created. And under their pretenses, they still mean lesser. That's what y'all gotta understand. We call each other black. Well, under their pretenses, that still means lesser. Why would you even have the job application ask you what you are if it wasn't indicative of a status claim? You wouldn't ask somebody's race if it wasn't indicative of a status claim when applying for a job or applying for school. The only reason you ask is because you draw a distinction between black or white or brown. And then with that distinction, you get to make your conclusions. Oh, this nigga's black on a job application? Probably stupid. Let me not hire him. Niggas act like they forgot black meant three-fifths legally. So we denouncing all that. Kyrie is a strong melanated being, heavily melanated. We all got melanin. You can't exist without melanin. Kyrie is a strong, heavily melanated being. So taking these metaphoric lashes, and he's still smiling. He's still happy. He still got the kid in him. I sees it. Might go through some turmoil, some fluster behind the scenes. That's okay. That builds character. That makes you greater. But they ain't breaking my boy. And I wish just a couple more people said something with him. But they all enslaved to that system and that construct, unfortunately. Whether they know it, believe it, or not, it's a structure of exploitation, just like any plantation. It's just these niggas get treated a little bit better than the other slaves in the world. They don't get it twisted. They work over 40 hours a week. Don't think these basketball players and athletes have more time than y'all. They don't. But they just get paid more handsomely to where when they do have the liberty, which is still rare, you feel me? Summer vacation type shit. So you gotta go back work out. When they do have the liberty, they have money to do things in this world. They have a little bit more tangible financial freedom. In that sense, financial freedom. I wouldn't even say tangible. You can't go outside to Walmart and get what you want. Is that liberating? Nigga like me, I like to go to the store every day and just walk around, get my shit, get my dinner every day. That's freedom to me. Freedom to do that. If I'm a superstar celebrity, I can't do that without motherfuckers heckling me, following me around, and so it's a straight fishbowl too. So while they might not think because of that check that they're not enslaved, you got to look at the levels of liberation in life. Freedom to speak how you want. Kevin Durant can't be like, man, the Nets on some bullshit right now. He can't say that. He probably watching niggas on YouTube saying like, oh man, I feel that nigga. But he can't do that because he's under a structure of classic white supremacy, capitalist exploitation. And it's never changed. It's only evolved from the shit that we've seen in the history books, niggas in shackles, motherfuckers getting paid nothing. We're in the evolution of that same structure. until it's denounced, until it's deconstructed, until it's uh, met with a direct opposition, a fortified direct opposition, it will always evolve uh, in a form of exploitation, and you won't know it. Most people think today that they're not a slave, but if you don't control all of your time, how are you free? If somebody else dictates your time, how are you free? 90% of people in this world, if they boss tell them right now that they gotta go up and do something, they gonna go up and do that. That's not freedom. That's another nigga dictating your time and your energy and your mind and your thoughts and your situation. It's the last thing from liberating. Freedom is the ability to do as you fucking please. But with that being said, man, I didn't come on here to rant for an hour. 21 minutes. It's your boy Dame, man. Free Kyrie. Free Kyrie from the system of redundancy. From the system of redundancy. Anybody with two eyes, I guess anybody with the one eye. Fuck these two. These two eyes, people don't even use these two eyes. Unless they got this one tapped in, they're not even able, they senses is fucked up. You feel me? You got sinus problems, you got hearing problems, you don't know what you touching, you don't know what you watching. If you ain't tapped into that pineal gland, you don't even know what you seeing. You don't even have a formulation of what you seeing. But those tapped into this and who can see with these because they tapped into this, I'm watching Idiocracy. I'm watching a puppet show, and Kyrie sitting on the sidelines is letting niggas know this shit is a shit show. I can be here, but I can't be 10 feet from here doing my job. It's your boy Dame, man. Let me know your thoughts and your comments. This shit is comedy to me. It's comedy because that's just my vibration. It's sad, but it's not gonna sadden me. So I use this type of shit as comedic. When some shit is so bullshit that it's funny, that's what this is. It's so sad that it's just funny. You feel me? That people ain't catching on to this shit. But with that being said, it's your boy Dane. Let me know your thoughts and your comments. Always gotta add my shameless plug before I leave. The Beauty of Being Wrong, hard copy in stores. This is the paperback. Let me show y'all the hard copy. The hard copy is even beefier than the paperback. Not gonna lie to you. On Barnes and Nobles, I like on the hard copy. I just like you can see the detail of the outline and the white. You got the blue. Probably my proudest accomplishment in this universe so far, but we still working. But with that being said, man, it's your boy Dang. Let me know your thoughts, your comments. Go get The Beauty of Being Wrong, and go watch Brooklyn Nets while Kyrie watches Brooklyn Nets, and let's see how you feel about that situation or how you think. It's your boy Dang, man. Peace.